You got plans tonight. I was hoping I could get lost in your paradise.
Hey guys, so today I'm filming a video for you. Today I will be basically spilling the tea from, that was weird, what? I will be spilling the tea from sophomore year. I just want to give a disclaimer in this video that if you know I'm talking about you like from like my school or from like my friends or something, don't take this like the wrong way or anything. Literally just going to be explaining what happened during my sophomore year and what you did or what you were a part of. It was still a part of my life and it still affected me and like my life and who I am. I decided to look through my Snapchat memories to kind of like go back and scroll through all my pictures and videos to check kind of what went down during my sophomore year of high school. In the fall, I started school with my best friend. She's been my neighbor forever. It was her first year of high school, so I was really excited to go to school with her again because we used to go to private school together and like carpool and stuff. Long story short, she's online school now, so like honestly I think that's pretty dope. Old movies were my thing. I was watching a ton of old movies during the fall, and one of them was like the Philadelphia Story, and that was a really good one, and it's like 1950s movies. It's like old like black and white movies, and they're really good. Becoming really good friends with a group of guys that I had started to become friends with freshman year, and they were like my best friends in like my biology class and like some other classes. And so I had slowly become really good friends with them in the fall, and I was hanging out with them a lot more. Last minute I went to homecoming, only knew like 2 or 3 days in advance, so we had to find like makeup, hair, like dress, everything in like 2 or 3 days. My friends who I used to have like a thing with, I don't really know, but we're still friends, had basically insulted me and said that my sister was prettier than me, and I was like, okay, cool. So I like had posted this thing on my Snapchat where I said something like, in case you, like PSA, in case anyone's wondering, I'm gonna grow up to look like my brother. I'm not gonna look like my sister, so sorry to like disappoint or whatever. And it like beat around a bush kind of thing, and so I like took it to insult, and I was like, okay, whatever. So then I posted it on my story, and I thought it was kind of a funny joke, but no harsh feelings. I'm good. I'm chilling. 3 of us were hanging out, and the other one like couldn't or whatever, and so we decided we were gonna go hang out with these like guys. And we were like, hey, like let's be friends. Like we were friends with some of them already, so we were like, let's go hang out. That's where a lot of the drama started. Oh boy. Went to Arizona with my best friend and we played softball, but like I went with them on the trip and not my parents, so that was like really fun. Now comes winter time. Found that I was hanging out with both guy groups, like both the ones that I became friends with freshman year and then the ones I became friends with sophomore year. It to kind of get annoying for both of them that I was hanging out with both groups and not just one of them, you know. Photography 3-4 class was really good in the fall and winter. My teacher loved me, and in the spring, long story short, he almost ruined my grade, and I was getting very stressed and frustrated with that class, but I aced the class and we're good. We got a 4.0. Basketball started in the winter, and that kind of didn't cause a lot of drama, but had some more stress, had some more like time, like I was busier. So couples in like the new guy group is what I'm gonna call it, but people were like putting each other together and like making ship names and stuff in that group, and so kind of like people were getting like kind of irritated with that, and kind of like some people didn't like it and some people did, and then they would like joke about it and they just ag you on, and they'd be like, oh, you guys would be cute together, oh blah 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 blah, and it almost ruined friendships if we're being honest here. Had a new crush. So I think like at the beginning of the school year, I don't think I had like a crush. Beginning of the school year, I had like kind of had like a summer fling almost, if you want to say, I guess. So like I think at the beginning of the school year, I didn't really have like any interest in anyone. So I was like, okay, you know, like whatever. And then finally, I think in the fall is what had happened. I started talking to this one guy who was like my friend, but like we just would talk like a lot. It was winter, and now I think I had like a new crush or like a new interest, I guess. Like, super nice, but like nothing really ever went about because like I don't know, we weren't really like. My birthday party and my birthday, like my actual birthday, which is Christmas, but that and my birthday party were both super fun and I loved them, and honestly it was a really good year and I was super happy. Like I was literally like so genuinely happy that day on my birthday. Funny story. started driver's ed in the summer, like literally a month before school started, because that was the only time I could because I had softball. That meant that I only had my permit for 5 months, and you're supposed to have it for 6 months. If I had DMV the day after my birthday, and they couldn't give me my license because I only had it for 5 months, and you're supposed to have it for 6 months. So I had to wait a whole another month, but we waited in the DMV line for like an hour or something, and then I like cried afterwards, and I was so mad. I was like, I wanted to pull up in my car at the school when I got back from Christmas break. And then they were like, oh my gosh, we didn't invite you, what the heck, come on over. And I was like, I'm not coming on over, you fake people. Like, you didn't invite me, I'm not gonna come over. Like, thought I was gonna die one night in my room. I thought someone was in my house about to kill me. Like, new girls in the new guys group kind of thing. Came a lot of issues.
There's only one way out, it's